Hi and welcome back. I'm the Strawny Bandit, and today we're gonna have a look at the compensator they make for the PDP. So, first things first, mag is empty. So is the chamber. So for most of you, you probably recognize this. This is a Walther PDP. It's a PDP Pro SD. Walther is now making, I don't know, something close to 20 different variants of this gun, including the now Pro X series, which already comes compensated. This version basically has a threaded barrel that allows you to add a silencer, or in this case a compensator, onto a 1x28 thread. But if you're just looking for the comp, when I bought this one, they did not have the from the box comped versions, but now they do. So you technically can buy them already comped, but that's not the topic of today's video. Today's video, we're gonna have a closer look at this Pettersen Gunworks compensator that's screwed onto here. But first, let's have a look at the range and take some shots and see how the recoil works and how it looks, and then get back here and have a closer look at the compensator itself. So today we're gonna have a look at the Walther PDP Pro, especially with the P&G comp and the flashlight below it, just to see how much it takes actually care of the recoil. So let's see how she does. You see reliability with 124 grams. So as you can see, there's quite a difference. The PDP in the beginning was considered a gun that's rather snappy. For me, again, I have big hands. It never was that much of an issue. I have issues with other striker fired guns much more. So that wasn't the problem for me, but I heard that a lot. So that was a consideration. I guess probably that's also why they now sell a comped version out of the box. But, and in that regard, it makes shooting the gun much, much more fun. Let's take that thing apart real quick. So we took the slide off, can put the frame down here. And then you can see, you can basically screw the compensator onto the barrel and then fixate it with those two screws. You have one on each side. You can choose which side to put it in and then just tighten it down. Use some Loctite and you're good to go. I now have 500 probably rounds through that, and it holds perfectly. So there's like no issue at all. That's a very sturdy mounting platform, and you can get it off rather quickly. So that's kind of nice. One important thing is they say that that applies to all compensators. So if you use compensators on your pistols anyway, that's no news to you. But for those who never used one before, it's kind of important that you have a little gap, that you don't screw it in onto the barrel completely so it touches the frame. There needs to be a little gap so the barrel can tilt when the action is moving. Yeah, and as you can see, the X version, as we saw before, has just one single port on top. The Peterson Gunworks comp comes with a side port on each side as well as a top port. So who is Peterson Gunworks? Peterson Gunworks is a German company that produces those compensators for now the Walther PDP, but they basically got their footing in originally by making compensators for Glock, as well as muzzle brakes for all kinds of systems, including custom-made muzzle brakes. That's how they got started. And then since now, I think this is the batch 2, they now produce the PDP compensators. There are other companies as well. There are some in the US indigenous companies, so you're living there, you probably want to go with one of those. And you can get them here for around $200, so that's kind of nice. So let's have a look at Peterson Gunworks. As you can see, they make all kinds of stuff, including those compensators. And here in Europe, I was able to find them almost anywhere. The first batch was sold out right away. The second batch now is rather available, so you can still, if you see that video, you can still find them rather easily, and I can highly recommend them. So let's talk about reliability. Gun is clear. I've mostly shot this through, because I get these like in bulk super cheap. This is a 124 grain 9mm FMJ, and I had no issues at all. I saw some reports that certain subsonic ammo can, if you use the standard recoil springs, can be a little bit but I've shot a lot of this. I shot some super cheap Ukrainian ball ammo. I shot some Magtech 115 grain, and I had no issues at all. You saw in the video, you can rapid fire without any problem. So on the reliability front, I'm pretty sure these work pretty great. I also saw interviews with the guys where they talk about how they invested a lot of research into the reliability. So on that side, that's always a little bit of thing with compensators, but with this particular one, I can highly recommend it. Even with the flashlight, that's pretty, this is the HLX, it's pretty heavy, it still has like no effects on it. Same goes, there's a red dot on the slide, now there's a comp on the slide, there's a light hanging up front, and even with the standard spring that's in there, I'm gonna get a different spring later on just to try it out. But even with that, I've not had a single malfunction within those now 500 rounds fired through the gun. So would I recommend Peterson Gunworks? Absolutely. The price isn't super cheap, but for what you're getting, it makes the shooting experience. This is a polymer frame version of the Walther PDP. So if a steel frame version is probably a little bit different, but with it makes shooting these polymer framed Walthers so much fun. They are already great to shoot beforehand, but this just takes them on to a next level. So I highly recommend getting one of those. And yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I probably will post some shooting footage down the line, especially if we do changes to the pistol. That was the Scrawny Bandit, and let me know if you have comps on your pistol and if you would get one of those, and I hope to see you soon.